What's up, everybody? Welcome to the K-Pop Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turnell, with my co-host, Brian Limper. We have our Baja Blast in hand. We're coming at you a little earlier on our end this week.
On that rare Wednesday recording day.
What, you might say?
Because we have stuff to do this weekend, and this is going to be not an Island episode, because apparently we're not getting another one of those for 3 weeks.
For like a month.
So we've got some catch-up we can do with some other stuff, which actually worked out pretty well.
A little bit of an Island break. We did our votes. It was the last day today, right?
Yep.
So whenever that's back on, we'll see how it goes.
I will say the little screen capture things or capture things are getting a little more intricate.
Oh my gosh, that's a real topic
maybe
right there.
An unnecessarily amount of intricate.
Holy crap, they're the most difficult ones I've ever seen in my life.
One of them was like, which one of these animals would hatch from an egg?
I had no idea.
I'm like, what?
I figured it out, but at first I was like, I don't know. And some of the pictures are really weird. They're like AI photos.
Yeah, and one of them was like, which one of these is the same type of animal that's in this silhouette?
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Or which one of these would not be ran off an engine?
Like, which one of these would be found at a construction site? And I was like, you're kind of splitting hairs because some of these things could be found here, even though you might not think it. Like a computer would probably still be at a construction. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Those were the hardest I've ever seen. It was weird.
I get like multiple ones too. So
I know, me too.
One. You'd have to do it like multiple times. I didn't really understand.
Once those are done, do you get an extremely long ad for a stupid game? Like an app? Yeah, it's so annoying.
And only one of them that I actually got was for like something K-pop related. I got like a K-pop finger game.
Oh, really?
One time.
I always get a stupid one where it's like a mom and her kids and like they're out in the cold and they're like, build them a house. I'm like,
or
no.
Or like the king guy.
Yes.
Like,
oh
you
my
have to
gosh.
block off the acid from getting to him or something.
Yeah. I'm like,
or
dude.
it's like freaking
longest ad of my life.
What's the other one? Like Prairie Farm Simulator or something
yeah,
like that.
I got all those and I'm like, oh, it's got to be almost done. It's like not even half.
And then you
have to click it.
And you click it to end it and it goes like, try it out yourself. I'm like, I don't want to. It's like, get out of here.
Or it's like the X actually takes you to the App Store to download it, so you have to like X out again. I was like, you know what? It's worth it for the votes, but I guess they really are trying to cut down on the rigging because
this is ridiculous.
This is hard stuff.
There's no AI or any bot that's going to take their time.
I don't know what comes from an egg. I have no idea.
I don't know. It was kind of weird. But
we did vote. We did vote.
I have a bunch of meatballs now.
Yeah.
I don't really know if they're going to ever be used for anything.
I don't know either. I got a decent amount too. We thought that was going to be for voting, but it's not.
Nope.
Fun fact.
What a waste. So,
I know. I was trying to save them.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. There's some extra content for it we'll watch and just see what that's about. But
that does look kind of
we
fun.
are taking a hiatus right now from Island 2.
Currently. Not on our part.
Not our pick. Not our choice. Their choice.
Kind of weird.
It is weird.
Because voting's over with, right? How long does it take to tally the votes? They have to have recounts.
I was really actually excited for it to keep going because we're going to be seeing one of our Discord friends this weekend who also loves this show. So we're all going to watch it together. But
now we're not.
Now we're not because there's no show. So perfect time.
But that's okay. We had some other stuff we needed to get done, so this works out great.
It does.
But before we get to that, it's time for the old "Not What You Came For."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to recommend you something that for us is going to be a blast from the past.
Okay.
I hope you're ready for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day I was scrolling through Reddit like I always do. And I never hear anybody talking about these people. Like, does anybody listen to these guys? And I literally commented like, I used to love these guys. I haven't heard this name in forever. Like, it's one of those things that like got erased from my memory. And
right.
I looked
you
it up
saw
and I'm
it
like,
and it came back.
I forgot to have so many bangers. Like, this is such a good band.
Yeah.
So the group I'm recommending to you is Madina Lake.
Oh, nice.
I have not listened to them in forever.
That is a call.
Specifically their album from 2007, From Them Through Us to You. It is one of the best albums of all time. I completely forgot about it. And I've been like jamming to it nonstop for the last like 2 days.
That's crazy.
They got that classic, let's see, Now or Never. Great song.
Great song.
One Last Kiss. Me Versus the World.
Oh my gosh. Super corny for the time. Not even for the time, but like very on point with what the music was then.
Also,
it's good stuff though.
I was extremely excited.
Love it.
Because for those who don't know, I have a very, very specific playlist on my Spotify. I don't know if any of you know that I'm tailoring right now, and I've been looking for more songs to put on it. And the specific playlist itself is 2000 to 2008 Midwest bangers.
There you go.
And you have to be an emo band that released an album in the years 2000 or between 2000 and 2008, located in one of the Midwest states.
That's fair.
There's a couple of them that are really good, but they came out in 2009. Could not put them on there.
Can't put them on there.
But that's when I found out Madina Lake is from Chicago.
Are they really?
Yes.
Wow, freaking legends. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Also led me to another band I did not know was from St. Louis, and that is Story of the Year.
Really?
Yeah. They're from St. Louis.
You know what? I saw
You saw them when I wasn't sick that one time.
They said when we were there.
I think you saw them in St. Louis.
Yeah, they said this is our hometown. You know, that's weird. I remember them being like, it's so nice to be in front of our hometown, St. Louis. That is, yep.
It's actually really funny because a long time, this is like the first Warped Tour we ever went to. I was trying to go to St. Louis. I got hit by like the craziest like flu of all time.
Yep.
I made it like not even halfway, got sick in the bathroom and came back. And I was really excited to see Story of the Year because that was like one of the only groups that I like knew. Mm-hmm. And that was like one of the only places they were playing. And it makes sense because you saw them and they're from St. Louis.
Yep. I did. I was like
a hometown
I wouldn't
game
have guessed
for 'em.
that, but when you said that, I was like, I remember them being like, thank you to the hometown crowd. Like, they said that. So, St. Louis.
Isn't that weird?
Story of the Year was a very big band. Like, they were a big deal. And they had really good music, too.
But anyways, yeah. There you go. That's my recommendation.
That's a good one. Wow, I totally forgot about them. But they had good music.
It also led me to another really nostalgic band that I just completely forgot about, too.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll save them for next week.
Okay.
I won't blow it all at one time. But
I know.
Once I say the name, you'll be like, man, those guys are sick.
I wonder what anyone does now. They just all got... I don't know. That's what I always wonder about the bands we talk about usually. It's like, what are they up to now? Like, that's a long time ago, so they're probably doing something else.
It's kind of crazy, too, because I listened to like a lot of those bands like, a while ago.
Yeah.
And I still listen to some of them now.
Yeah.
But you kind of forget about them because you haven't heard about them in a long time. Mm-hmm. And then one of them pops up and you click on it and it's like related artists. And you're like, I forgot these other guys were awesome. And like, I forgot these other guys were awesome. Like, why did I not listen to them anymore?
All it takes is like hearing one thing or seeing one name and it like all comes back. And you're like,
oh
my gosh. And then you could just like search for
I put the album on and I literally knew every word to like all the songs still.
It's so weird and you haven't heard it for
like
years.
riding a bike.
Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee you I haven't heard a song from Madina Lake in probably at least 7-8 years.
I haven't. I know I haven't. Mine is actually a pretty old one too, from 2006. I don't know if we ever had them or if you ever said Escape the Fate, but I'm saying Escape the Fate's debut album with Ronnie Radke, which was Dying in Your Latest Fashion. Just top to bottom. That's probably one of my favorite albums of that type of music to listen to.
It's a great album.
And I don't even really know why, because I didn't see anything about it. I just was thinking about the Guillotine, like the song.
Great song.
And I just mowed some grass earlier today, and I listened through as much of the album that I could. And I was like, man, this is such a solid top to bottom, just like listening album.
One of the
just
best
like,
pieces
awesome.
of music he's ever put
It's
out.
just like really raw, kind of like, I mean, that's how a lot of those kind of bands are, like early on. It's more
like
just
the nice
like
ones.
raw, and like it's like really their emotion, even if they're like
it's like
goofy
recorded in their
kids, like,
garage.
yeah, it's just, that's kind of how it is, and it's kind of that like
before they remaster
the like
it.
emo like metal type of vibe. It was just great, and I've always really liked Ronnie Radke's like music, so that was cool. It was cool that years ago we got to see him open up for himself with
sick.
Escape the Fate, and playing that whole album
with
in
ski
masks because they couldn't actually be them, but they were. So that was actually like one of the coolest concert things we've seen, really, honestly, because like who knew that was going to happen? But yeah, Dying in Your Latest Fashion is like probably one of my favorite albums of that genre. So that was a good one. I was listening to it today and I was like, man, 2006, long time ago. I remember watching like the Situations video in my high school's computer room at the time, like when it came out. Like, I guess that was YouTube.
It's actually a song that we've heard many times because they like play that song all the time.
That's
like the one song from the album they still play Situations.
It's like it's a good song, but for some reason that was the one that's like the main, I guess, your title type vibe. So it
now that you think, I was thinking about, I was like, I feel like I didn't recommend him, but I did talk about him, but I did recommend him one. It wasn't that album, but I did recommend him once.
Yeah, mine was just that, my specific, because I thought we talked about
just because I remember
we talked about what's his name, didn't we? Talking to him in the fence.
Oh yeah, we talked about Craig.
Yeah, I swear we did, so I didn't know if that was or we were just talking or recommendation. I don't know.
Recommended There's No Sympathy for the Dead.
Oh, sick.
You remember I was telling you that the sick album for the trackers dragging dead bodies in blue bags up really long hills or something like that? Yeah. No, that's what the Guillotine was. Yes. Yeah.
Remember
how they kept adding on to it, like another beef?
Yeah, and then
there's like the Guillotine Part 2.
And then like even Ronnie's not new anymore, but the Falling in Reverse had like Part 4. It was freaking awesome.
And it was like the Guillotine Part 5, the final chapter.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
This is back when they squashed their beef. They buried the hatchet.
They had a whole tour. And then like Max was there for a while, and this is all years ago.
Dude, that was like one of the best albums he's ever made.
Yeah.
In any band. It was so good.
It's just like that, I don't know whatever's going on in people's lives, or like good, bad, sure, like they're young, stupid, who cares? What the ending result was awesome music that we love, and it stands the test of time. So
unless your senses fail and your buddy and you apparently were really drunk in high school and
I was gonna say
don't even remember making the album that I love.
Whatever result, like the result was awesome and it meant something to people, so you can at least take a little pride in that.
He really did to say that though.
He like pretty much condemned all that music.
He was like, this was weird too. What a weird time for Senses Fail. Because he's like out of retirement or something. I don't know. And he's like wearing like khaki shorts and a tie-dye shirt. And he's like, we've given up on being the best group in the world. We're just here to play music for you guys. And he goes, yeah, this is a really good album. I wrote it when I was in high school. I used to drink a lot. He goes, I don't remember making any of this. And I'm like, this is Angela Baker and My Obsession with Fire. I'm like, oh, sick. Well,
it's like, well, we all want to hear these songs.
That's
so
cool.
Thank you.
You didn't have to add that part, but okay.
Like, you don't have to be ashamed. But yeah, good music back then. Good really music.
Was. Sadly, I cannot add the Escape the Fate album to my Midwest Bangers playlist because they're from Las Vegas, Nevada.
They are.
Unfortunate.
They are.
In the right time frame, though.
It's close. It is in there. Good stuff.
So if anybody knows anything else to add to my playlist, let me know. I'll put it on there. I've actually found out quite a few bands I've never heard of before.
Yeah.
But what you gonna do?
Good stuff.
What a great segment. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we're now caught up. We will see you guys next week for Island 2.
Yeah, we don't know what to do without Island.
Just kidding. We're getting back into the old grind of the Welcome to the House. A little late on that because their other 4 members have already been introduced and they've been in the house for quite some time now.
And you probably already know because they're so popular now.
And they're
everybody
like
knows.
Super exploding. So maybe that will help us. I don't know. We will see. I'm trying to look up what part this even is. This is Welcome to the House, Part 6. Holy crap, I didn't even realize we had that many.
I thought this was part 4. I thought this was part 4.
So anybody listening to this for the first time, we have a whole playlist. You can go listen to the entire playlist if you want to learn about Triple S. I'm talking to you, Warren. I know you're listening to this.
Just more, man. Chiwu and Heron don't look alike, Warren. Come on, man.
But yeah, so Welcome to the House, Part 6 apparently. And today we're covering the last 4 members of the group, also known as S21, S22, S23, and S24, or Triple S Glow.
Glow.
Which is very interesting to me because it kind of shotgunned these last 8 members of the group and they put them into 4 units, which I guess are 2 4-member units.
Yeah.
Which I guess kind of makes sense because that's how they started out at the beginning when they were like, they had the Acid Angels, which was 4. They had Crystallized, which was 4.
Yeah.
And then they had Triple S NXT or Next. But they actually put out like a single.
Yeah.
Where they just like kind of threw out Triple S Glow and they like didn't do anything with them. They just like, that's their little subunit, I guess, for the future maybe.
Right.
Or maybe after Symbols is done with. I'm not really sure. But we got our last 4 members of the group. So we officially have all 24 members of Triple S now. Unfortunately, like I said, they do not have a song. So I do not have anything to play for you currently. We'll listen to Symbol 24 at the end, and you can hear their song that they're part of. That's when they came into the group.
And like at that point, it just kind of seemed like we need to get these people here because it's time to
we got to
full debut. Because I mean, they literally talked about how they met them before they were technically introduced to us as fans, like because they were practicing with these girls.
Yeah, because they're getting ready.
Everything they just wanted to have their full group. So it was essentially like, let's get them there and let's just go on with it because we need to do Assemble 24. So
like we need to get this going. It's been like a year.
And kind of with even before that with the NXT, like they had their song, but like it was kind of like, okay, let's kind of hurry up the process because like we had introduced a lot of girls, and now we just need to get to the goal of everyone
Because
here.
like
So let's just bring out
four,
four.
Like, already knew each other because they've been practicing together for a while.
It wasn't like the old days where it was like, ooh, someone's at the door.
It's like literally just complete strangers being introduced to complete strangers.
And there was like so many different houses. It just was like, okay, we need to kind of get this wrapped up. Which, I mean, it's been really good. It's just a little different than the early days.
So up first we have... Actually, first off, what we got to talk about... Anytime there's ever any new introductions, there's so many accusations that got thrown around by who was going to be in the group.
Yeah.
By all the waves and all the random people online.
Yeah.
None of them were ever true.
Let's just call the waves out here. You guys stink at this.
Yeah, you're not very good at guessing.
Horrible at guessing. All the time. It's not Hitomi.
Yeah, that, I don't know. They would like throw out everybody from like former like elimination show contestants, former members of other groups. Like, they'd pick apart random teaser pictures of like people's fingers. Like, this girl has a burn mark on her hand that she probably could have gotten. It looks just like this other person from like Are You Next? It's like so outrageous. Like, sorry, waves.
Zoomed in birthmarks on their leg or something.
Yeah, it was like really out there.
This is Hitomi!
And the best is they legit are probably like as a whole, like including us.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 for 24, 23. Like, it's not good.
Yeah. I don't really know. I know for the newer ones, no one was right.
Oh, no, not at all. Not even close.
Like, I don't really remember anybody being right.
But now we have S21, or Chaewon, who unfortunately was born with an extremely popular name of Kim Chaewon.
No.
For those who don't know, there's another Kim Chaewon who is part of another group.
She will never beat those Google
Accusations
search
over-
allegations
yeah.
with the name Kim Chaewon.
Like, good luck finding her for
like,
trying to
she
look
could be
her up.
extremely popular, still not going to happen.
She was born May 2nd, 2007. Ooh. She is Korean, and she debuted during Assemble 24. She was born in Incheon, South Korea, and she was a contestant on the survival show Universe Ticket, but she was eliminated in round 1 and ranked 70th.
Yeah, and as you may or may not know, we watched that whole show. We didn't really remember.
I don't remember her.
She didn't do too much.
But I mean, she did rank 70th, so that's not great.
70th is not a high number.
Yeah.
70th is
But she's actually pretty awesome.
Oh, she's incredible.
She's like one of my favorite people.
She's so great, and everyone loves her, and she's amazing. But yeah, Universe Ticket, we did not really
after her appearance on Weekly Idol.
Oh, so good.
She has an older sister and an older brother, and she can do Tonggong Musul, which is Korean martial arts. I probably butchered that, but this is like a very well-known fact, because every time she goes anywhere, they make her like use nunchucks and show off her martial arts skills.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently, since she was really little, her family's owned like a martial arts studio. So her like actual teachers are like her dad. So she's been like learning since she was a little kid.
Born in it.
There's a funny part on Weekly Idol where she's like showing off her skills, and they like were pretending to come run at her as robbers like knives, and she was like getting scared and like, I don't know, it's funny. You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
She also took dance and vocal classes at On Music Dance Academy. She passed her audition for Mod House on December 2023.
Woohoo.
So, not that long ago.
Congratulations.
So, this is also shout out to K-pop profiles. I know a lot of people put stuff on here. A lot of it's true. Some of it's not. Maybe, I don't know, allegedly, air quotes. But someone did... The other thing that's weird about it is they don't really cite their stuff like you would in like a paper with like the little...
We're sure. Where
so it's like
from.
one and you can click it and go, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it says in here... She was actually listed to be S17 to S20, so the last round of girls.
Yeah.
And as part of the subunit NXT, but instead was S21.
Okay.
Don't know if that's true or not.
Got the late callback.
But cool. And she attends the Hanlin Multi-Art School like everybody else.
That's where everybody goes.
Yes, they do.
They can drive their bus there.
They could, just the whole class.
Just the people going to school.
So after that, we have S22 Solin, or Parada Bonraksa, which I'm guessing is her Thai name. She was born November 30th, 2006. She's Thai. She also debuted during Assemble 24. She was born in Thailand, and she's the first and only Thai member of Triple S. She was born in Bangkok. A hobby of hers is horseback riding. Her nickname with the group is Thai Princess. Also, I'm 100% going to butcher this one, so sorry everybody who's from Thailand listening to this.
Everyone brace for impact.
She studied at the...
Oh boy. Oh no.
The Pho Tasaran Fit Tiak Korn School.
Okay, that just seems hard on purpose.
Like, I mean, maybe it's easier to pronounce and like Thai,
Oh,
but it's like I don't.
Photosarn. That's a lot of letters. A little different than Lutheran.
Yeah, it's Fit Thayakorn. Fit. I think.
A school in Thailand.
Yeah, sorry, I butchered that.
Minnie, help us.
3 of her hobbies are watching movies, raising a cat, and playing computer games.
That sounds fun.
She has an older sister. She can speak English and Thai. Not great at Korean. This we do know. She's learning, though. That's all you can ask for. Her favorite character is DC Comics' Harley Quinn.
Oh, man, she would have fit right in K-pop 2015 to 17. Like,
And she is known as the gamer of the group, and she likes to play The Sims 4 and Minecraft.
she's a gamer, for real.
Next, we have S23, Soa, or Jong Haerin, who was the most disappointing announcement in the entire world for many people because they all swore on their lives that this was going to be Hitomi.
Wrong again, Waves.
I mean, they were like dead set that it was going to be Hitomi. Like, everybody thought that. And then they announced Soa, and they're like, who is this? And I'm like,
She's
oh, gosh.
just a little one.
I was like, I hope this little girl never figures out how disappointed people were when they announced her as a member of the group.
Goodness.
She was born on June 11th, 2010, which makes her the final maknae of the group. She is officially the youngest member of the group. Jubin was the maknae of the group for a solid month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
She is Korean. She also debuted during Assemble 24. She was born in Gwangju, South Korea. She knows Taekwondo, which she shows off whenever she gets the chance to on any variety show. There's a funny segment of her doing Taekwondo on Weekly Idol, too. She took dance and vocal classes at Joy Dance Music Academy, and a gravity was held to decide her stage name because her name was too close to Haerin. For those of you who don't know, who's S2.
S2, not S10. S2.
And the next person we're going to talk about also had their name picked from a gravity, and this is the first time the fans ever got to vote on basically an alias name for a member, because up until now, everybody's had pretty much
their name,
their
I guess,
names.
or whatever their name is.
And then finally, we have the last member, S24, save the best for last, Ji-yoon, or Ji So-yeon, who also, like I said, had to have her name changed because it was too close to So-yeon, S1, which I don't understand, because we also have a person in the group named So-hyun.
So-hyun.
But apparently,
Really
So-yeon sounds identical to So-yeon in Korean, so they could not tell them apart, so they made her get a different name. She was born February 13th, 2004. She is Korean. She debuted with the rest of the girls in Assemble 24. She's a competitive ballerina, which we also know because they like to talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
She took ballet classes at the Universal Ballet Academy. That sounds pretty intense. But here's the real question. Did she get accepted in the British ballerina school with Chaeyoung?
I don't think so.
The most exclusive ballerina school of all time?
I don't know.
Gosh, I wonder if she knows her. I wonder if they just ballerina
Team
together.
ballerinas.
That'd be sick.
Diamond Kazuha.
She attended the Sunhwa Arts Middle School, the Sunhwa Arts High School, and currently attends Hanyang University. And she started being a Mod House trainee in 2023. Her fandom name is Carrot, because apparently she has her own fandom name. And she has a driver's license. So she really got a head start on things before she came to the group.
Yeah, she seems very,
Everybody loves her.
yeah, she seems just really great at everything and, very accomplished at everything. Like it's not surprising to hear that she's, going to college and has her license and can be a professional ballerina or whatever. Anything, I'm yeah, she seems like a very, driven and, determined individual. Oh, the last 4 members are all, seem very talented people at other stuff. That's not just, idol stuff.
That's what I was thinking, too.
They're impressive people.
It's
sick.
The first ones, I mean, everyone wants to be an idol, but it's So-yeon literally wasn't doing anything. And they called her to come be the first member of Triple S. Haerin, went to, other, I guess, companies and was a trainee before she came and was at Mod House. Ji also was a trainee and was in, what's the show? It was, My Teenage Girl.
With Yu Hyun. Yeah, that one.
And then you had Chaeyoung, who I don't really know what Chaeyoung did. She just kind of was there.
Chaeyoung was Idol.
Yeah, I guess she was in Busters.
She was in Busters. She did a lot of stuff. But still, like, it's just like not idle stuff they're good at. Like, I can kick someone's butt, or
And
I
then
can
you like
drive.
come to the
Like,
last four, and it's like, wow, you guys have like done a lot.
they're just like really, like all of them are like really impressive, funny, talented people, and they're all different. Like, and yeah, Sullen's like does not know Korean and cannot speak Korean yet, and she will.
She knows a little. She's trying. I
Like
guess,
she'll get better because she just will. But like it doesn't even matter because she's still so great and hilarious and like I don't know. I really like all of the last four people. Like they're really cool.
It's like when you go to a job and you're working it and you just like have your normal. You've just been there. It's like, oh yeah, I got this job out of high school. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then they hire another person like, oh sick, you got like your master's degree and you're like a physics teacher and you just like decided to get a part-time job. Like that's cool.
Like the NXT members are cool and we love them, but like then they kind of brought the last four and I was like, oh man, like these people are kind of elite. Like
I will say,
and you're bringing on like a Machne.
That
like, even though I guess they did that too before.
Everybody online they like love these last four members.
Yeah, like Chaewon, like it's like man, these people have like a lot of they seem to have a lot of popularity out of the gate. Like especially like Jiyeon. So is like hilarious. I mean, she's really funny. I like all the members, but I really like the last four. They're very cool.
But we have our full unit, and 24 members.
Was not Hitomi.
It was not Hitomi, unfortunately.
See, isn't it better to learn about someone new though than like have Hitomi, who like obviously everyone would have already known?
Yeah, I don't know why everyone was so obsessed with wanting Hitomi in the group. But that was our 24 members. And with that being said, I have a super fun thing here.
Oh boy.
So, once again on Reddit, someone asked a question. It was like, who are your top 3 favorite members of Triple S? And everybody like listed 3, or they like, nobody on Reddit listens to instructions, so they list like 8 of them.
Half the members.
Or it's like, this is my favorite 3, the top 8, the second 8, the last, like just some random,
classic
right?
Reddit.
And ironically, I went through the list the other day because I'm like, oh, this might come up eventually. And I went through every single post on it, like all like 80 posts on it, 75, 80, whatever it was, and marked down on a list on my own what everybody was and who they voted for. And then I went on today, and the person that did the thing just did it for me, so I just wasted a complete like hour and a half of my life doing that.
Dude. Awesome.
Anyways, so this is going to be fun because now we have a breakdown based off the people in the Triple S Reddit voting for who their favorite members of the group are. We actually did something similar to this in one of the former Welcome to the House episodes, remember? I don't remember what the results were, but we also only had 16 people.
Sure.
And I can't tell you, some of them are very similar, some of them are not. But for the sake of argument, we're going to go, I feel like nobody should really be D. So we have C, B, A, and then S class is just like the most popular members, right?
Sure.
So let's see. We'll go with you know what? The ones that have less than 5 votes, they're going to be in C class because it doesn't sound as bad as D class. The ones that have under 10 or double digits are going to be B class. The ones in double digits are going to be A class. And then the number 1 person is going to be S class. Because I can tell you right now, the person who has the most votes by far out of anybody is almost the double of the next highest person.
Really?
Do you have any guesses who that might be before we get started here?
Soyeon.
No.
Ooh.
So.
Is it Naki?
We're going to have
Soyeon would be our number 1 guess of anything, just because.
We're going to have our under 5 class, which is going to be our C class here. So these members are all tied with 2. Jubin, Soa, and Solin.
What?
1 member has 3, and that's Heron.
Oh, that's kind of shocking.
4 members have 4. That's Jiyoon, Sumin, Xian, and Chaewon. Not ironically, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the members are like. Last 8 they got introduced.
I was gonna say that sounds about right, to be honest.
Yes. The next
Heron's
one
a little bit of a surprise, though.
Is our B class, which is anyone who's above 5 but below double digits. We have 4 people tied with 6. Which is Yeonji, Chaeyeon, Haeyeon, and Lin. So 2 more people.
Yep.
The last 2 people from the last 8.
Yep.
So there's that.
That sounds about right too.
And then we have 2 people tied with 7 votes, which was Mayu and Jiwoo.
Interesting.
And then now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people. So we have 10 people left.
Okay.
So now the next class is going to be kind of bigger because it's everyone above double digits until you get to the top ranked one. Right. So 3 people tied to 12. Shinny, Diane, and Kaide.
Okay.
1 person has 13, and that's Nakyung.
Mm-hmm.
3 people have 15, and that's Yubin, Nian, and Yuyeon.
Okay.
2 people are tied to 16, and that's Soyeon and Sohyun.
Okay.
And then by far the most voted person.
Really? Freaking Soda? Did you say Diane? I don't know.
Yeah, I said Diane.
Oh, I was like, I didn't see her.
So, so Soyeon and Soyeon had 16 votes apiece, right?
Okay.
The number 1 person in the S class, she belongs to S class of this, has 30 votes on her own.
Whew.
And that is Katone.
Oh, fuck yeah, Guillotine, let's go.
By far the highest.
Guillotine.
She literally has 2 less votes than the next 2 people combined together.
Damn. I wouldn't have guessed that. I knew she's a popular member, but wouldn't have guessed that.
By far the most popular member. Now that was on they said the weighted scale, which I mean, I guess that's, or basically kind of the votes for what they were. Like you voted for 3, that's what it was. Then they had another one, and it was the unweighted scale, and it was if you say you mentioned your 3, but you named one person first and the other person and another person because, obviously that's who you were thinking of first.
Right.
Or you, mentioned them in the comment, oh, these are my top 3, but I really like this other person too.
Mm-hmm.
And just, whatever they were doing their scale off of, their point system.
Right.
And based off that one, Katone still was by far the highest one out of everybody.
Dang, let's go.
She got even more votes that way than she did on the main one.
Nice. That's awesome.
But, unsurprisingly, outside of Katone, Soyeon, Yuyeon, and, Nakyun, and Yubin, they're all extremely at the top every time.
Yeah,
that's not a surprise.
That was not a surprise at all.
Nian, I know she had a big jump from when we did this last time, but she's just so fun and likable. It's hard to believe she wouldn't be one of the top people.
I just I mean a lot of the lower ones make sense completely.
We literally just got the exact example of K-pop profiles.
That's what we were just saying. It's just
actually let's go on it right now and see the most popular members and see if it matches.
I do not think it's Katone. I don't even think she's second. Unless it changed. It might have changed last time I saw.
Yeah, so on the actual one for the Triple S bias on K-pop profiles, Katone is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and so
it's, pretty different.
Yuyeon's still number 1.
Yeah.
Shinny's close second, and Park Sohyun is a close third. Then after that, you have Nakyung, Soyeon, Yubin.
Yeah, just kind of that group of
you really have your
very popular middle people.
You have your elite A-listers, and then your S-class member pretty much always in the same area there.
Yeah. So it is interesting that Katone dominated the Reddit, and then she's 7 on the K-pop profile. So, but you do kind of see a trend of who's at the top and who's at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
But also, we 100%. Wouldn't really expect. Some of the newest members are moving up really fast, but anytime people get added to a group, they're not instantly the most favorite.
Especially when there's some that have been around for a while that you really like.
Just a long time.
No matter who it was going to be, it'd definitely be hard for any of the top Soyeon for me. So, if you really just have, one cemented in there.
Yeah.
They're just kind of always going to be there when you have, a top listing. Now, if they made them pick one person, maybe it would have been different. Right. But they said top 3, so it could have been
just
anybody.
different rules.
But now, we've got the actual Assemble 24 song that has 9.4 million views. And
pretty
I'm
good,
pretty
guys.
sure
pretty good.
We have a reaction video to this, maybe.
We'll watch it.
I don't remember.
We had to.
We did. Girls Never Die, which apparently is just the most popular Triple S song of all time.
Got them on the map.
It did. It got them their first win of all time. Is that the funeral for all the other groups? Now that they're all together.
Failing.
They have a bunch of dance sequences in this where there's just so many of them.
Yeah, 24 people when they're all together is a lot.
Yeah, no, it's kind of, we're talking earlier, it's kind of crazy that when I think about them individually, I know all 24 of them. And I see them, I'm oh yeah, there's so-and-so, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you literally just see them all together, there's an army of people here right now.
We actually opened up our first Assemble 24 albums today. We each got one. And there was a poster inside of it, and we opened that. We're like, holy crap, that's so many people.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Like, I cannot imagine being someone, which, I mean, if you put in a little work, you'll figure it out. But being like someone who does not know them, like, check out this group Triple S, and be like, oh my gosh, I have no idea.
I remember, it's kind of funny, because we've been following for a while now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably been around a year.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
obviously we know who they are, so it's not like they're crazy seeing everybody, but there is a lot of people.
Right.
But it just reminds me of, like, back in the time when the one thing we did not ever want to do was get into WJ6. We thought there was too many members.
Yeah.
And when we actually got into them, there was only 10 because the 3 Chinese members left.
Right.
So that's not even half of the members that are in here.
Nothing now.
So kind of crazy. But yeah, there's a bunch of them.
I'm anxious to see already, even though they're kind of like still promoting ending promotions of like what is going to happen now that we have everyone. How are we going to like branch people out to do other stuff? Like,
yeah, because I know they said in the thing they're going on some tours and they're going to make like a debut in like Japan or something.
because like we definitely think that they're going to like
And they're going to do a US
spread people
tour.
out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going to. I don't probably like groups of 8 or 10. And
Yeah,
have
something
people
like
do,
that.
You know, so
Because
we
they can.
talked to
yeah.
our other friend the other day, and he really wanted to see like Assemble 24. And I'm like, honestly, outside of Korea, I don't think anyone's going to see all 24 members together.
I think it just had. Yeah, I don't know.
One, because it costs a ton of money, and two, they just have so much stuff to do now that if you can just split the members up and send them to different places, like literally be in multiple places at the same time,
Right.
that's just like awesome. Which I mean, that's what they want to do to begin with.
That's
That
like
makes
the
sense.
point. Yeah. I think the only chance you'd see them is maybe if somehow KCON could do it, just because it's like, it is like the event here in the United States for K-pop, like especially now that they're new. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna see like a U.S. Assemble 24 tour. It's just like an event. Maybe they'll do all there if it was like a big deal. But yeah, I'm anxious to see where it how it plays out.
I mean, maybe KCON will fork the money out and bring them over. That's expensive. I don't know, but it'd be cool to see all of them.
Yeah, it would.
That'd be a crazy fan meet. But yeah, it was a good song.
It's a good song.
It's a pretty good
I
album.
like it more than when I initially heard it. I'm still not a huge fan of the video, but I appreciate all the meanings it has for people listening to it that like really resonate with them. So, but it's a good
That was
song.
me
It's a
with
really good album.
Girls Capitalism.
Yeah, that still nothing beats that for me. Like that was the best. Love Levolution. But no, it was good. I'm really happy to see him doing well. We're gonna get our light sticks eventually. We're gonna get some more albums eventually.
Yeah, we'll get our light stick with our one photo card or
We get
object
our
in it.
Oh, yeah, Mod House. Come on now. We're not being selfish. You got 24 people. We can maybe get a couple more objects.
Like at least 3.
Like
Come on.
the album, you get one object. Come on now.
I don't know. That's what we
And
have.
I don't
on-
even care if we're being called selfish because 24 people is a lot. We could at least get
I
2
mean,
or 3.
I don't really complain about this stuff too much because yeah, whatever, it's up to them. But the people like us and our friends, we spend so much money buying objects and funding your crypto, whatever you're doing. We can at least give us 3 objects
Like,
in the
I
light
don't know,
stick. We had to pay to vote for the light stick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
None of the
People
things
complain about
nothing I even picked ones.
Yeah, I know.
The things I vote for never even win. So
It'd be still, but that, in order to get those credits and points, we have to buy stuff
you
for
gotta.
them, you know?
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
just,
like it's free votes.
I do wish that we could now get maybe at least like a couple, like 3 objects would be great. That's an eighth of the group.
Out of 24 people,
I mean, like,
and you could still get doubles of the same person.
I know. I remember that, like, I don't know. Other groups have obviously way less than that, and you get a few photo cards. Like, come on now.
Well, a lot of groups just get all of them.
Just at least more than one. More than one. More than one. So
Especially when it's not like an album where people buy multiple copies of it. Like, I guess if you're doing a bulk order or a group order, you might. But who's gonna go buy 24 plus light sticks just to get the photo card?
yeah, the light stick one kind of sucks because, well, and a lot of the time, which I guess I get not putting all of them, but a lot of the stuff for the light stick, yeah, you get a thing, and it's like everyone with the picture in the light stick.
Like, that's part of buying the light stick.
That's like the fun part.
But
of
you're
it,
also
'cause
paying more than an album price for
you
it.
get the members with the light stick. It's like always a cool photo card. But a couple more with the license would be nice too. That's why we joined a Go thing, so we could like at least guarantee
Hopefully.
what you want and one of the ones that I want. I'm kind of screwed on it, but it's okay. We'll find them eventually. It's just tough. It's a big group, but it's awesome. We love them all.
Yeah, I mean, 24 members. The house is now complete, although I don't know if it's really a house anymore. It's more like a giant apartment building.
Yeah, I just need to like rent out a whole neighborhood.
But Triple S is here. We did it. Welcome to the house.
Yeah.
Final episode. Well, I don't know. Maybe they'll do other stuff.
Yeah, honestly, when they break up and do other stuff, we can always have some nice house updates of what's Triple S up to.
I'm sure there'll be more sub-units going on. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's how they get our money to make us vote. So, that's exciting to look forward to.
Yeah, Triple S is the best. It's cool because there's like never, it's just like kind of something new every day. Kind of don't know what you're going to get or don't know what's coming. Whereas like one group is like, well, this is the group now, and they just do everything together. Like, that's not going to be Triple S.
No, you can always have a different group, a different
They could, yeah, I don't know.
Lovolution unit.
We do know that there is going to be Water Bomb in Los Angeles. No one's been announced for that yet, but Mod House or whatever has some kind of connection with Water Bomb because they've sent Triple S members there before, and they're going to another country. So I'm wondering if maybe some members will turn up there for something like.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know if I'd like Water Bomb. I don't think I would, but that'd be very cool if they came to the United States.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd pay money to go to Water Bomb.
I don't want to be wet. I don't. That sounds zero fun to me. But we saw Lovolution, and that's what matters.
Twice.
That was the best. Oh, that's so... Man, I still think about Chicago as just being like one of the most unforgettable, crazy, like meet things with them ever that like no one else will get to have.
That
like,
the internet ruined for us.
Even in Korea, like you're just not gonna get that experience. Like that was so cool.
Never forget it. But yeah, let us know who your Triple S bias line is. Who's your top 3 favorite? Do you think Guillotine deserves to be in the S class by herself? Let us know.
S class.
And I guess we'll see what's going on with Thailand next week. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we'll...
It's kind of up in the air because people, I don't know, hear a bunch of different things. According to what I saw on Viki when we were watching the last episode, it's 21 days.
It literally said 21 days.
Some other people swear it's 7. So
I did not see number 7. I saw number 21 for sure. I know there's some stuff they released. I think it's just more like behind-the-scenes vid fun stuff, so we'll probably check that out. Our buddy Brett, who we're watching or going to hang out with this weekend, is a avid Island 2 fan who we have very different opinions, so I'm sure we'll have some heated, awesome, friendly discussions about the members.
That's what the whole episode's going to be next week. We're just going to go pre-record it. It's going to be us arguing with him.
With Brett about, like, why, just why.
That's it, why.
No, Island's the best. Island's really fun. It's fun to vote. It's fun to be invested and care about something, even though we don't know when it's coming back.
Yeah,
we love elimination shows.
I don't know either, but if not, we'll think of something else to do next week until we come back with Island. Until then, go stand your faves. Go support Triple S.
Love you guys.
Peace.